Cheers.
Cling.
Okay, welcome back to the Matt and Carly podcast. This is episode number 26, and we have some fun stuff for y'all today. So recently, it was Easter yesterday, and our kids got an enormous box of candy in the mail from their Aunt Kristen. And there was a special thing in the box that we were unaware of, and our kids almost started eating them because they just thought they were a bag of candy, but they are BeanBoozled jelly beans. And according to YouTube, we're about 6 years late to this challenge, but we're gonna do it.
Oh, it's a challenge?
It is. Apparently a bunch of people, whenever these came out, it was like a big thing on YouTube, but it was like 6 years ago. But hey, you know what? We're about 6 years behind in life in general. So we are going to... we're going to eat some of these BeanBoozled jelly beans. And if y'all don't know, go ahead.
Yeah, they're made by Jelly Belly, which is a delicious little treat. But the flavors are stink bug, toasted marshmallow, dirty dishwasher.
That's a new one. Stink bug is new.
Wait, I see what they've got.
New.
You see what it is?
No. Oh, there's good and bad.
So one of them
color.
is good, one of them is bad. Okay. So dirty dishwasher, birthday cake, rotten egg and buttered popcorn. So those two look the same. Toothpaste and berry blue look the same. Barf and peach look the same. Canned dog food and chocolate pudding both look the same. Booger and juicy pear. Or a juicy booger.
These are just things our kids eat normally. Dog food, boogers, toothpaste.
Spoiled milk and coconut.
They would love these. What is this?
Stinky socks, tutti frutti, dead fish, and strawberry banana smoothie.
Literally everything but dirty dishwater. They've eaten all of it. Dead fish is probably no.
So
technically, yes, though. Tuna fish.
The funny thing is that when you told Lila that these were gross, she immediately walked over and she's like, "Here, Dad, you can have these." She immediately was like, awesome. Dad'll eat this. She said that in the car the other day about something. She's like, oh, no, yeah. Dad'll eat it.
Give it to Dad.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh, my God. 190. I don't believe these are made to consume alone, because in one package, there are 190 calories, which that's not that bad. But there are 37 grams of, 37 grams of sugar, which is 74% of your daily value. Okay.
All right. So this is what I think we should do. We're going to have a conversation about other things. But as we're doing this, I think we should split the bag up. And you take one and I'll take one of the same color.
Okay.
And then one of us will get a gross one. One of us will get a...
split one bag.
Yeah, we'll just open one bag. So I'm going to do this.
Are we going to try to down all three of these?
No, we'll just do one. I have a feeling this is not going to be...
But what if you miss out? What if you miss out on the taste?
Too bad.
I think you should...
I don't want to do
That's why we have backups, just in case. You really, really might need to try the canned dog food if I don't get it. If I get it, you might need to eat it with me.
Okay, we'll figure it out. I'm going to pour these right here onto the table.
What if we did 2 bags and we just randomly...
No.
Then you're increasing your odds. No, you're decreasing your...
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pour these right here.
Okay.
And then as we're having our conversation, we will dish them out. Oh, these are going to be so gross. Wait,
I cannot wait to see.
There's 4 blue ones in here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 4 of everything. Yeah, there's 4.
Oh, perfect. And that's what I thought.
Wait, is it? Oh, there's not. No.
They're just random?
They're just random.
Oh, but it's telling you that...
It's telling you what it could be.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to open one more then.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm going to open this one.
Okay.
And then we'll save the other one. I'm excited about this. How about you?
Me too.
Are you?
I don't know what to expect. I'm a little nervous.
I think the sour milk one is going to be disgusting.
All of the YouTube thumbnails had like people barfing. So that was 6 years ago though.
Like really barfing?
Like barf. One was like barf face emoji.
Oh.
And then there was another person who was like...
So you looked this up?
No, I was curious to see if anyone had done a YouTube thing, and it was like Oh, cool. Cool, you old people. This was 6 years ago. Cool.
I didn't even know this existed until Lila tried to give them to me.
I picked up on Boozled. Like, they're playing on BeanBoozled. BeanBoozled.
BeanBoozled. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, let's start with these two. These are either going to be barf or peach.
Why would you do that first? Barf. Seriously? The barf one first?
It's just barf or peach.
We're going
and we
for
might
it.
both get barf.
Oh.
That's the fun part.
Perfect.
We just don't know.
All right.
Okay,
Cheers.
so wait, hold on. What are we going to, before we do this?
Oh, I got barf. God damn it. I smelled it.
I did too.
Barf.
Oh, no.
I don't want to do it
just
anymore.
do it.
Okay.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
Oh. Oh, it's making me feel sick. It's making me feel like I just puked. It's that it's that lingering terrible taste that after you
I actually
vomit.
just got clammy hands.
Oh
No, I swallowed it.
This is horrible. Oh my God.
I actually just got clammy hands.
This was a bad idea.
Pepperoni pizza. Just
Oh, that was the worst thing to start with. It's that.
yeah. It's
It's making my eyes water.
oh my God.
It's the stomach bile taste.
Yeah. It's like when you get acid reflux and it comes up a little bit. That was I don't want to. Okay, what were the other ones? Hold
No,
on.
we're going again. Okay,
Oh no, this is gonna be bad.
they're bad. Okay,
Dirty dishwasher. I hope you get
okay,
rotten egg.
we're gonna go with the green ones,
Booger.
booger and pear, right?
Okay.
Okay, hold on. So,
That
what is our conversation gonna be about? Do you want to talk about disc golf?
yeah. God, yeah.
Well, let's start off with, okay, so yes, today is the day after Easter. And the kids got a total of
How did they do that?
three rounds of like Easter candy. They got one from my parents. Our sweet neighbor lady came down and gave them a bag of treats, which they ate in like 2 hours. And then my sister sent a giant box of this.
According to my mom and dad, there's another one, but I don't think they're not big into like the let's
candy stuff.
send a huge box of candy. It'll be something really interesting.
So we have a lot of candy, which is cool. I mean, sort of.
Still trying to get over that barf.
That was rough.
Disgusting.
That was rough. Okay. It
I was
made me
not
feel
expecting
sweaty
that.
and hot.
Same. It actually made me get clammy hands like I was going to throw up.
Yeah.
How did they do? Let me ask you this. How people
What if it's
at
actually barf?
That's what I'm saying. At Jelly Belly, how? How? First of all, how would you explain what that tasted like? You can't even explain that. Like, okay.
It's in my teeth still.
Yeah.
That's the worst part of it.
Oh, okay. So if you were sitting around at like a conference table,
Yeah.
and they're like, all right, guys, we have new flavors this year. Who wants to be on the barf team? And it's like, people have to actually come up with, you have to have some type of description. Okay.
Yeah.
There has to be some description about like,
Is it like
there's some,
acidic?
There's got to be some tinctures of like flavors and like scents and stuff that they like put into a little witch cauldron. And then you have to have people taste test it. And you know there are people like going in the bathroom like, I'm going, all right, Jerry, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And they're like making themselves puke so they can keep how I don't even want to know the answers to these questions that I have.
It's pretty gross.
I can't.
It's pretty gross.
That bamboozled my mind. Okay.
I was so excited. And here's the funny part.
I didn't even hear what you just said about disc golf. I'm like, okay.
No, so yeah, yesterday was Easter, and all of a sudden it went from being like freezing cold and snow everywhere up here to being like 65 and nice. So the disc golf thing came in because over the winter I got like very entry level beginner discs for Lila and Lauren and Adam. They're Innova or Innova, whatever you want. I say Innova. Don't smell it. Don't smell it because you're ruining the surprise.
I'm smelling the barf on my fingers.
Oh,
so.
yeah. So I bought them discs during the winter, and I told them when it got nice, we could go out and practice disc golfing because Carly and I like to play disc golf.
Yeah.
And so Saturday, the day before Easter, we went out in the yard because it was like 60 degrees, and we were throwing the discs around practicing. And we were like, okay, well, like Lila was throwing it really well.
Yeah.
Last year, she wasn't very good. She had to like figure it out. But this year, she was throwing it really well.
5.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. But like,
how dare she?
Yeah, so she figured it out this year. And we watched a couple of YouTube videos of little kids playing golf, and I think or disc golf, and I think she figured out like, oh, this is what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
So when she went out and threw it, she was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So we ended up going and playing disc golf yesterday, Easter afternoon. Mm-hmm. And we went and played a 9-hole course that was actually at a church in Cadillac. And the kids did pretty well.
Yeah.
I had fun.
They had so much fun.
Cheers me.
Can I respond to your thought first before? Because as soon as that goes in my mouth, my brain's just going to go goodbye if it's not pear.
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh, I'm going to need to spit this out.
For real?
So bad.
Should I take a little nibble?
Did you get the one that I got?
Oh, I got pear.
I'm not eating this. Oh my God.
Wait, it really tastes boogers?
What am I? Hold on. Keep talking. I'm going to get something to spit this out. I'm not eating it. Hold on. I am not eating this.
I almost did that with the barf one.
This is so much worse than a barf. Hold on.
I want to try it now.
No, you don't. Oh my gosh.
What does it taste like?
Terrible.
Okay, I want to see that conference room. I want to see the booger team. Hey, Jelly Belly booger team. When you were sitting in your conference room trying to come up with what boogers tasted like, how many boogers did you eat? Be honest. I really want to know how many boogers needed to be eaten to get this flavor right. And then, did the CEO of Jelly Belly eat boogers? Did he approve? Because he was like, yeah, no, for sure this tastes like boogers. Okay. That's what I want to know. I got pear. I wimped out and took a little nibble. I want to know what that tastes like.
Don't judge me. The only thing I could find was a McDonald's cup. So if you need to spit yours out like I just did.
I really want to know what that tastes like. I'm going to see.
Yeah, try one until you get one. You'll know.
I'm not going to eat the whole thing. I'm just going to take a little nibble.
Oh. It was... No, put the whole thing in your mouth.
I don't want to. No pear again.
Keep trying it until... Just put it in your mouth. No, just put it in your mouth. Just put it in your mouth.
I know.
Bite the whole thing. Bite the whole thing. It's so bad. That caught me off guard. That was so terrible.
Okay. Wait.
That doesn't... I don't know what a booger tastes like. But that ain't a booger.
Come on. You know what a booger tastes like.
Oh my gosh.
It just tasted earthy to me. It didn't taste like boogers.
Earthy?
I know what boogers taste like because I did eat boogers when I was little.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this one's either going to be rotten egg or buttered popcorn.
You hate... Hold on.
Please, dear God.
Backstory. I think we talked about this in the last podcast.
Oh.
Matt despises hard-boiled eggs because they smell like rotten eggs. I hope to God you get it.
I'm just going to do it. Please be. Oh, God. I didn't even bite it.
Is it rotten egg? Well, I got popcorn. What'd you get?
Oh, wait. I got buttered popcorn. Okay.
I didn't know. Oh, I want to get the
buttered popcorn doesn't taste very good either, though.
No. No, what kind of buttered popcorn is this?
Okay, so
I want to know what boogers are.
So we took our kids out.
Or I don't want to know what the rotten egg one tastes like.
I'm good without finding out.
All right. So yeah. So my response to you. Sorry, I just went away from the mic. My response to your story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lila was sinking putts. I'm talking like a good putt in disc golf. Like you can make 10-foot putts consistently. That's a good. Like you're doing good. You know. Like if you can stand next to the basket or whatever. Maybe even farther, like 10, 15-foot putts, right? That's like the equivalent of like a 3-foot 3-foot putt in golf. If you can make consistent 15-foot putts, like just throwing into the basket, that's like a pretty good, like you're good. Those are the gimme shots, 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah.
She was making, I swear, at least there were 2 like 30-foot putts that she had.
Yeah.
And the first one, she threw it. We weren't looking, and we both turned around, and there was no way that anybody else would have put something in the basket because she was the only one over there, and there was just a disc in the basket. And we both looked at her, and she was jumping up and down like, tee, that was me. And we were like, did you just make that?
Yeah, she drained it.
Yeah, we were like, dude, that's awesome. And then we kind of thought, okay, maybe that was just like she just threw a good one, and like she didn't, she's just throwing it at the basket.
Yeah.
The next hole, 2 holes from then or something, she did it again, and like in the same exact situation, drained it. And we were like, holy cow, like what is going on?
So in disc golf, there are 2 circles. It's called circle 2 and circle 1.
Okay.
If you are within circle 1, which is 10 meters or 32.8 feet, you cannot jump.
Okay.
When you putt, you have to be flat-footed. Right. The second one, I believe you can like jump putt. I think you can. We don't compete in tournaments if you can't tell.
My fingers smell like barf
and boogers. So yeah, Lila was like outside of circle 1. Like she was in like the second circle of like an actual disc golf putting circle and just drained it.
She was doing so.
Like it would have been the 3rd hole she's ever played.
It was insane.
In disc golf, she just drained it.
She's doing really good.
That was awesome. What is this?
Toothpaste or berry blue?
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we're doing this.
We should have done barf last because I cannot get that smell off my nose. Off my fingers.
The barf wasn't even that bad.
The barf was the worst. Boogers were better than barf.
Okay. This is toothpaste or what?
Berry.
Don't give me toothpaste.
Well, I got toothpaste. I don't mind it. It feels like I'm brushing my teeth.
I got toothpaste too, and I like it.
I know. Like what?
It's actually really good.
Like to be honest with you,
it tastes like
this would probably
just like
satisfy Adam's toothpaste cravings that he has when he gets into the bathroom and he's like, "Oh, I need to eat my toothpaste." And we're like, "No, buddy, don't eat your toothpaste. Just give him jelly beans that taste like toothpaste."
It actually tastes pretty good. This is definitely toothpaste.
Yeah, this isn't even bad. Could you imagine if the kids got a hold of these and they were like, "Look, Lauren, you want some jelly beans?" And they just started eating them like they normally eat candy?
Should we do it?
No. Kristen, you're a stinker. She set these just in the box. Lauren almost did. She got the whole top off, but she didn't get the bottom part. So you know how when in these bags, when you rip the top part, but you can't, and then you have to like cut it with scissors because it's like impossible to get it. She got to that point, and I would have died laughing if she would have eaten it.
Like, who does this?
BeanBoozled.
Who thinks of this?
That's what I mean. We had a conversation as you left.
It's just
I want to be
not the person
room.
that's like making the flavor. Who comes up with, hey, let's make a jelly bean that tastes like canned dog food? Who came up with that? And who buys it? My sister, Kristen did. She selfishly tried to get me backhandedly through giving us disgusting jelly beans.
It's the same.
Oh, the terrible thing was I didn't read the packaging. I didn't look at it. All I saw that it said was jelly beans or Jelly Belly. And I was like, Lila goes, "Here, Dad, you can have these." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll absolutely take them. Thank you." I would have taken a whole handful of them and put them in my mouth.
I wish you would have brought those to me first because you know what I would have done?
What?
I would have dumped them out and let her take them to you. That's what I would have done. Okay, we're going to do the stinky socks one.
Okay.
I think.
What color is that?
Is this birthday cake?
It's the pink. It's the one on the bottom.
The light colored one. This is the birthday cake, dirty dishwater one.
Yeah, do you want to do that one?
This one's the stinky. Sorry, I'm out.
The stinky bug?
Stinky socks too. What the heck does a stink bug taste like?
You know what it smells like.
Again.
Wait, which ones are we doing right now?
I don't know. This is the dirty dishwasher birthday cake?
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Okay. Wait.
Okay.
I still have toothpaste in my mouth.
Well, finish it up.
I'm serious. I've worked in corporate America. I would love to be a fly on the wall of those meetings.
Oh no.
Don't stick it up your nose.
What are the flavors? It's either birthday cake.
I smell barf. I can't. God. I can't.
Okay.
It just smells like barf.
So.
Dirty dishwasher or birthday cake?
Okay. I definitely got the dishwasher one.
I don't even know. I just smell barf. Okay.
Good. You doing it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh my.
Happy birthday.
Oh, hold on. I legitimately almost just puked.
No way.
Uh-huh.
I want to taste it now.
Find one. Oh.
Why? What? How did they know that?
No.
How did they know that? Who drained their dishwashers at home and then brought it into work that day?
Okay.
Are you okay?
Nope.
I love that if you throw up, this is going to go viral.
Oh.
Oh.
Put it in your mouth.
I don't want to.
Don't be a wimp about it. If you're going to do it, put it in your mouth. Oh. That made me feel sick. That legitimately gave me that,
No. They got the detergent taste too.
What is that?
They actually got what it tastes like when you don't rinse your dishes enough and then you take a drink of it and you're like, oh, I didn't rinse that enough. That's what that tastes like.
I don't like this game anymore at all.
Dawn.
Oh.
Dawn dish soap. It tasted like...
Find me one that's normal. I gotta eat one that's normal.
Yeah, you've had all bad ones. Here, let's do the dog food one.
God, if I puke in a McDonald's cup on the podcast...
That actually did make me feel kind of sick, which is weird. Okay, this is the dog food
This
one.
might be the last one I do.
No way.
I'm not kidding. That was disgusting.
Dead fish? You don't want to do the dead fish one? Spoiled milk? Stinky socks. Yeah, that actually deeply made my tummy feel upset.
Yeah, it sure did.
Do you want to stop? For real?
No, we'll
No,
keep
it's
going.
okay.
No, we'll keep going.
Stink bug, I'm not looking for it. Why did... Who? Why?
Okay. That's genuinely making me feel a little nauseous.
That one was disgusting.
A little nauseous. Okay. That's like when your body goes, that's not supposed to be in your mouth.
Yeah, 100%.
That was what that was.
Is it though? Is it okay? Is it safe? What is it?
I don't know. Oh, that was terrible.
It's a very bitter taste.
No, it was something.
What if
it was
the
like
ingredients were just like dead fish? I
don't know what that taste
is,
but it is in my mouth, and I'm trying not to spit in my mouth right now.
I keep smelling barf. This isn't cool. I don't like this game anymore. We'll stop.
I don't know if I want to go
again. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's very pungent. Stings the nostrils.
I have got that taste in my mouth right now, and it's making me feel like I'm gonna puke.
Yeah, it can't.
I am so sorry.
That's everybody. How I felt about the barf one. Do you want me to find you a good one?
I need a good one.
Toasted marshmallow or stink bug.
Oh, I don't want toasted marshmallow. Did you get a stink bug? Stink bug? Did you get the stink bug one? It has to be if it's not toasted marshmallow. Let me smell it.
Oh, marshmallow.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, you want it?
No. I'll take one. I'll try. I'll try the stink bug or the.
You know what I was smelling?
What?
The barf again.
Oh yeah.
Don't. You're gonna puke.
I can't tell. That's the problem.
Squish it. Like a stink bug. Squish it. I'm gonna throw up.
That is not. That is not.
Is there an actual warning on this?
I'm not doing it anymore.
I didn't think this was going to be this intense. I thought...
This is terrible.
At least it was made in a peanut-free factory.
Why are these so disgusting? Oh, could you imagine one of the kids eating this?
Oh, I'm not kidding. The barf one really got me. I know I keep talking about it. What'd you get? Oh my God. Are you okay? Are you okay? The toasted marshmallow took a little while to hit me. It wasn't as strong. Oh, yeah, I know. That's same. I couldn't tell. Oh. I only tasted the dishwasher.
I'm just doing it to get that last one out of my mouth. I took a gamble there because I think these two are stink bug.
See.
I'm pretty positive.
Oh my God. Smell it.
I know.
No, just smell it. I squished it.
Oh.
No. No.
I'm done.
Oh my God.
I'm done. No more. If I put that in my mouth, I would be so angry.
Same. And now it's on my fingers.
Okay.
Kristen, stop it.
Okay.
Why would you do
I'm
that?
getting so upset. I'm hitting the microphone. I'm not putting any more of those in my mouth at all.
Okay, I'm going to do the squish test. We're bailing on this.
We are done. But I do want to smell what the dog food one smells
Me
like.
too. Same. I'm going to squish it.
You should do your left hand. Did you get it?
It made my mouth water because it makes me feel... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my God. Stop it. Who are the people in these conference rooms that came up with these smells? Who did it and why?
I'm offended.
I am too.
Could you imagine if our kid ate one of those?
Stinky socks, where you at, girl?
Wow. Okay. If you've never experienced these smells or tastes, they are legitimate.
Oh, this one's bubblegum.
They are terrible.
Tutti frutti.
And they are disgusting.
Stinky sock?
Where's the spoiled milk one?
Stop it. A stinky sock? Stop. Why would that go in your mouth? Are you okay? Stop. I really do feel kind of sick.
I did. Dude, the dirty dishwater one.
It was the bar for me.
Why would people do this to themselves?
Spoiled milk.
We are right now. Oh, gosh. Okay.
No, 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 no.
Oh. I almost just puked. I got a tiny whiff of that.
They actually put milk in here.
Oh,
that's
God.
spoiled.
Oh, God.
Don't. It's gone. Don't worry. I know. I feel it too.
Smell your fingers.
No. Okay. We need to.
Okay. Just, yeah. All of them. Just all of them. All of them.
I need to wash my hands.
No, you don't get to.
No, I can't smell that for the rest of the podcast. We are so weak-tummied. I just smell it right now. I gotta wash my hands. I'll be right back.
Don't do this to yourself ever. Don't ever do this to yourself ever. Oh my gosh. So, it does say caution. Caution contains weird and wild flavors. This is the most disgusting thing I've ever put in my life, in my mouth, in my life. Would you agree with that, babe?
What?
That this is the most disgusting thing I've ever put in my life, in my mouth, in my life.
We need to air this room out.
Just come in. Wait, you gotta close the old podcast chamber up. She's airing it out.
Okay, so in all seriousness,
Wow.
that would make somebody throw up. That probably has.
If I
Look at my chest right now. It's making me like break out in hives. It's actually making me break out in hives.
I'm going to say this very sincerely.
Oh,
If I would have put that spoiled milk one in my mouth,
would have puked.
I would have vomited.
I'm close to that point.
There is no question in my mind that I would have puked all over the table or someplace in here because I got like just the faintest whiff of that.
I know. That's
And
what
it
I'm saying.
immediately gave
like-
me that like top of the throat, like I'm about to puke.
Yep. I went, no. Okay, so when I get really, really stressed out, or
What's it called? You got a situation going.
Yeah, so it's an actual like thing. It's an actual thing. And I just saw it somewhere. But when I get really, really stressed out, or really like my body like goes into like sensory overload,
Yeah.
my chest breaks out in hives.
Oh, like splotchy.
It's happening right now.
Yeah.
It's happening. It made me feel uncomfortable. I feel weird. If I drink wine too, because it has like sulfites in it. I still smell the barf.
Kristen, I'm not happy with you right now.
I don't know where it is. I washed my hands.
If our children would have eaten those, it would have been horrible.
Okay, we need to like.
Okay, let's circle back.
We need to reset here. That was
we
30 minutes
attempted.
of torture.
We attempted. I feel hot and sweaty right now.
Too.
Okay.
In no way did I think eating a jelly bean would have that effect on my body. Think about the chemical warfare that can happen with masses of people.
Sweating.
If they can do that with a jelly bean.
I am sweating terribly right now. just from how uncomfortable that just made my stomach feel.
I would like...
I think you thought I was joking when I hit that booger one, and I was like, I got to spit this out.
The booger one wasn't even that bad.
Could you imagine doing that, but you have to swallow it? You have to eat it and swallow it?
Okay. The milk one was way too realistic.
Terrible.
Okay, let's stop. So,
okay, so if you made it through that, we're going to talk about...
Welcome to 26 and a half, where we reset and we come back.
So
Okay.
What I wanted to do for this podcast was to talk about disc golf, because we have some fun disc golf stories.
We do.
And I like disc golfing.
Yes.
I played golf in high school.
Yeah.
I was a golfer. And I like disc golf because it's basically the same thing, but it's not as like hoity-toity.
Yeah.
So
it's a little less of a barrier to entry.
And I like the fact that our kids are playing now. Mm-hmm. Stuff in my mouth still. Let's start with this. What has been your very favorite disc golf course you've played in any of the states we've lived, in any of the places that we've been? And tell me where it is and why it's your favorite.
I would say the ones where they don't make you eat jelly beans. Okay. So the one that I've said, I think I've said this out loud already a couple times this season so far. Michigan State has some fairgrounds.
Yep, on the south side of the campus.
They have some fairgrounds areas. So when they have like the Ag Show or the Ag Expo, they will convert this piece of property that they have south of the train tracks and south of campus into a disc golf course. And I believe there's 18 holes, right? It's not 9. Yeah, it's 18.
Yeah, it's 18.
So it's a big, beautiful piece of property. It's really cool. There's a huge commuter lot that they just built. They probably within like the last 5 or 6, 7, 8 years. It is right adjacent to that. And it is so cool. So it's a lot of disc golf courses in Michigan, especially, are wooded, and there's a lot of trees and like whatever, and which makes it really fun because it's really challenging. I can't stop. I can't stop thinking about it. I keep smelling barf.
It just does not go away.
Could you imagine being on hot ones? Like I couldn't. I can't even have a conversation eating a jelly bean.
No, I could be on hot ones. I could do the hot ones. This is a totally different thing.
It's a mental. Okay, so Michigan State's really cool because the holes are really wide open and they're like over water, but they're like kind of like rolling hills a little bit high, but they're so cool, like so fun and like I don't know, just it's the most open course I've ever played.
Yeah, but
also there's the course design is like challenging, and they have like they'll place a tree, or they purposely did not cut down a tree, or they'll like build a hole around a tree. So you can't just throw it straight. You have to, have a hyzer or an anhyzer or whatever to go around this one stupid tree that's like right in the middle of the thing. And they did it on purpose.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily wooded, but there are like a couple trees here and there that make it challenging. And then there were a couple holes on that course that had, like the fairway and the tee box were mostly open, and then the right around the basket there would be like a little group of trees,
just totally caged in.
You couldn't necessarily get like a one and done. You had to like approach it correctly and then go up, and that was always like really fun.
Yeah.
Michigan State, I'd say at the Ag, I don't even remember what they called it. It was just on the Ag Expo.
Yeah,
grounds.
it's just the Michigan State course, I guess.
Yeah, it was so
I don't even know
fun.
if there's a name for it.
And the funny thing is too, they would take the baskets out. So it was not year round, it was seasonal. They would take them out in the winter, and then they would actually take them out in like August.
Yeah,
when the Ag Expo would happen. So like all the people would come, and like I think they'd brought like livestock, and like there would actually be like,
it's like farm equipment, big tractors, stuff like that.
There was all kinds of stuff. So, they would actually take the course out, which kind of made like the supply and demand of it really interesting. Are you okay? Are you?
Yep, I'm good.
Are you okay for real?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, BeanBoozled,
dude, I'm telling you,
you win today.
That milk one, like about turned my stomach.
Adam would throw up.
The milk one tasted more like.
You didn't even taste it.
Yeah, it smelled. It smelled more like pure vomit than the barf one did.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry. I am having a tough time getting over that.
Could you imagine? Here's a little fun. Okay, this is how a criminal thinks. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go to the jelly bean store in the mall. But take a handful of
and
the
just
colors,
mix them in.
and as you're getting your jelly beans,
Just
you
mix in
put
some.
one of the color into the big.
You know somebody's
open
done
thing.
that.
Stop, and then you barf as soon as you get
Coconut?
home, and you're
You
like,
think you're eating coconut?
you think
and
you're it's spoiled milk.
That spoiled milk one.
Merry Christmas. Not.
It has made me feel dizzy.
Yeah, I'm breaking out in hives. Oh my god.
I genuinely, like, you know when you get over the flu and you've been puking all day?
Yes,
and you're like,
I do.
okay, like I feel like I might be good. That's what I feel like right now.
I know.
I'm trying to carry on a conversation about disc golf, and all I can think about is how disgusting that was.
I know.
Okay.
And what's your favorite disc golf course?
So my favorite disc golf course is probably,
Do you want water?
No, I'm good.
It's right here.
Nah, I'm good. My favorite disc golf course that I've played, and it doesn't give it, it doesn't do it justice because we played it in the winter.
Okay.
But it was the Hornet's Nest, the one down in North Carolina.
Yeah.
There's a course, it's like pretty well known.
Yeah.
Very challenging. It's not for beginner players, and I did terribly. I think I got like double bogeys on everything because I didn't know how to throw my discs very well, and but it was really fun. The layout of the course.
Dogs with us when we played?
No,
or Jack.
I don't think so. Maybe, can't remember. It was years ago.
Yeah,
but it was really fun. So yeah, when we first started, my sister and brother-in-law lived down in North Carolina, and I don't know if it's Innova or Innova. I've always said Innova. A lot of people say Innova.
Yeah.
So Innova, I'm going to say Innova, or I'm going to say Innova. That's what I normally say.
Yeah.
That was one of the first big companies in disc golf. It might have been the biggest to begin with. I don't know the history of the companies, but I know Discraft.
Oh, look.
Discraft was one of the first ones, and they're a Michigan company. And Innova, yeah, Discraft is in Michigan. I think they're over by Novi, that Novi area.
I didn't know that.
But we actually went down to visit my sister and brother-in-law like probably over 10 years ago. And I can't remember how he knew, but my brother-in-law, Chris, knew a guy that like worked in one of the factories for Innova. And I was like searching for some random discs, and through the grapevine, like Chris had introduced us to disc golf like a year before that. And we'd never played. I'd never played. And we went out and played around, just kind of messed around. And I got hooked because it's just like playing golf, but it's, cheaper and it's not as hoity-toity, and it's just as challenging, I think, just in a different way. So we played for like a year. And the next time we went down to North Carolina to visit, they actually gave Carly and I a walkthrough of their warehouse, which was crazy because the way that the discs are sold normally, back then anyway, you'd have to go to like a limited number of like party stores that carried the discs, and you'd have to just get lucky because each of the discs that they carried comes in different colors and different weights. And I was always trying to find like pink or orange, anything but like green or like a greenish blue, basically. Yeah. I found the hard way when we were beginning, because if you throw a color that's like tan or like a greenish color and you throw it and it doesn't go where you want, it's really hard to find sometimes. So I was always looking for discs that were the maximum weight that they made and in really bright colors. So when we got to go down, we got to take a tour of the Innova factory. And while I was there, they were like, yeah, if you want anything, you can buy it. Just pick it out. And I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, they had every color, every size, like every disc. And I went through and picked out like, I don't even know, like 5 or 6 really hard to find discs.
My favorite was the packing and the shipping department. And they'd have stacks of the discs all lined up for like the orders that they were shipping out, but they looked so cool. Yeah. It was like, it just looked like a bunch of colorful pancake stacks. Yeah. It was cool. So their headquarters is in Rancho Cucamonga, California. Yeah. And it was basically just like a little distribution center in North Carolina, but
so they're headquartered in California. Yes. Gotcha. Yes. Okay.
This will make you laugh because you'll be like, oh. They are actually known as Innova Champion Discs. That's their whole name.
Yep.
They were founded in 1983, and it's the largest golf disc manufacturer, and was among the first companies to produce disc equipment specifically for disc golf.
Yeah.
And anyways, so they originally were founded as Champion Discs Inc.
Gotcha.
Which Champion Plastic makes sense now.
Yep. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
So they're old. They're 37 years old.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. It's becoming a lot more popular though. What's really fun. So when Matt and I first started playing, like he said, his sister and brother-in-law kind of introduced it to us. And when we started playing, there really wasn't a lot out there. I mean, like Dick's Sporting Goods sold some discs. Who was another big retailer that sold Dunham's? Dunham's always had like the starter pack ones, and like they'll have whatever. Meyer always had some. Walmart.
Meyer started carrying them just a few years ago.
Oh, okay. Walmart was the one maybe that I was thinking of, but
it's usually the starter packs.
Yeah,
and it's typically not like the. I like to buy what's called Star Plastic.
Yeah,
they have different grades of plastic. So like their lowest grade of plastic is obviously the cheapest, and it's grippy and soft, but like if you hit a tree with it, there's a good chance like it's going to leave a nasty mark in the disc. So I have typically bought the Star Plastic, which is the top level. It's the most durable, and it's got like, I like the grip, the feel of it. And then they've got like a champion level in between and a pro. But yeah, so Walmart and Meyer usually carry like the lower end stuff. Dunham's has like sprinkled in Star Plastic, Champion Plastic stuff.
Do you remember the store
Holden's?
No, that's in Milford, but the one on Grand River in East Lansing. What was that called?
The head shop one?
Yeah. I don't remember what it was called.
It was like a weed store.
Yeah, but we would go in. And it was so funny
because like a bong store.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey," we're just like, "No, we're just here for disc golf."
We're just here for the disc.
But it was really funny. There were a lot of people. I played ultimate frisbee in high school. Like I was actually on the ultimate frisbee team. Yeah, and it was really fun.
You were?
It was. It was really fun. Alicia and I played. Yeah. Not like the ultimate frisbee. I mean, yeah, we were on the team. We'd go out and play or whatever. Like they just have like pickup games, and it was really fun. So we would do that. But a lot of people that did ultimate frisbee also did disc golf, and that was like way early exposure that I had to it. But really, like it was not super popular when we were in college.
No,
from what I remember, like it wasn't this huge thing that everyone was doing, unless we were just like not in the right crowd of people.
Yeah.
Like our roommates played, which was kind of fun. We'd go out with our roommates every once in a while. But
do you remember? I hate to interrupt you on this.
No, you're good.
So we kind of we started playing disc golf kind of fairly seriously.
Yeah.
And we weren't very good. But a couple of our roommates, I think, had played before, but when we started playing, they were like, "Oh, we'll go," or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you remember what? I'm trying to remember who said it. Was it Ian?
It was Tim Cole. No.
Yeah, no. Who was it? Somebody used to tee off and throw a disc, and every time they'd hit a tree, what would they yell? The last tree in the...
No, it wasn't Tim Cole.
Was it Tim?
No.
I thought it was Tim. No, it was Mike.
It was Mike Cure.
Yeah.
Mike Cure.
He'd hit a tree, and you'd hear him from across the course, and he'd go, "The last tree in the forest," every single time.
Seriously, the one tree. Yeah.
He'd hit a tree on like every hole, and he'd go, "The last tree in the forest."
Ian Bennett.
Our good buddy Ian.
Ian was the best to play disc. He was so much fun.
Yeah. He didn't give a shit.
He didn't give a shit where his disc. He would just get up there. He would have a great time. He would just throw. The funny thing was, Ian was actually pretty good.
What was his?
In the thicket.
In the thicket.
If he would throw his disc so hard.
Yeah.
And it was like he didn't care where it went, but he would put so much effort into the throw.
He would throw it so hard.
I would die laughing because he would end. Do you remember his finish stance?
Yeah.
He would finish sumo squat with his hand underneath in between his legs like a monkey. And he was just like, And I would be like dying laughing in the corner, just like, oh my God.
He could throw it a long way.
Yeah, Ian was really good. And then
he'd always go in the thicket.
It would go. There was a couple times where he would throw it, and like 20 feet up ahead of us, there'd be this huge like bush area.
Right into it.
It would just go directly, and he'd just go in the thicket, and he'd turn around and just be like, all right, who's next? It was the best. It was so funny.
Yeah, they were fun to play with.
Was it Andy Smith that we used to throw tomahawk or overhand or whatever?
Yeah, I think so.
Or somebody else. Sorry, I'm like dropping all kinds of names.
Yeah, you're like giving up everybody.
But anyways, yeah, it was really fun to play though. It was like, it's cool because, okay, not to like shit on disc golf, but like the etiquette of disc golf is etiquette? Like, you have to be like chill. You gotta be cool. But like, if you go out on a golf course and you start like yelling and screaming like that, you'd like get kicked out if you're in a nice one.
That's what I'm talking. It's not as hoity-toity.
Right. It's a lot more relaxed and laid back, and it's free.
It's typically, there's a lot of marijuana use.
There is. We are.
That's the history of it.
Yeah.
Is usually like
not
people.
History. It's just.
Well,
I mean, you're in the woods. Yeah, there's nobody else around.
A lot of people that were into disc golf were also into smoking marijuana, which is fine. You know, that's cool.
It's got
a
those
great place to go.
It's got those vibes, and it's okay.
But nowadays, there are a lot more like just athletic minded people that are like going out and doing it.
Yeah. So you were watching the other day on YouTube somebody who is specifically filming disc golf tournaments. So there are disc golf tournaments all over the place. You can pay to play. There's like free ones. There's come play and like win a disc. There's closest to the hole. Like there's a lot of
there's a pro tour.
Yeah, there's actually like
and then there's like local disc golf tournaments.
So there's an actual pro.
Yeah, there's an
tour.
actual
like,
pro tour.
You can be a professional disc golfer, which is really cool.
Yes, you can.
So you were watching a YouTube video the other day of this person who goes around and films these.
I think it's a company actually.
Okay. Yeah. So like
it's called Jomez Pro.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So they were going around and filming, and they have it set up like the actual like screen treatments.
It's like a golf tournament. It looks
like you're watching ESPN.
Yeah.
And I laughed because if you have ever seen Dodgeball, it was like ESPN 8 the Ocho. It like reminded me of that because it's an obscure sport and it's just like So it was really funny because it's legit. I mean, it's a really cool thing. It's actually very challenging. You wouldn't think like, oh, I can throw a frisbee. It's challenging. I mean, you have to throw it right, and they create the discs. And obviously they have different molds that create the disc to do different things, but there are a lot of different techniques and you have to know what you're doing. You have to know what discs to play, similar to golf, where if you grab a putter when you're going to go drive, it's not going to do the same thing. And it's like, it's really cool. It's fun.
The cool thing is too, the part of it is like with a golf club, like you get your standard set of golf clubs, but they don't beat in. They don't wear in over time. It's like a 9-iron is going to hit like a 9-iron consistently. With disc golf discs, the more you use the individual disc, the more it, what they call wears in or beats in.
It's like a glove, like a baseball glove.
So the more you use a disc,
the better it gets.
Yeah. Not to get into like all the stuff, but like the less stable the disc gets, so it starts to fly differently.
Yeah.
So as an example, if you were a person that had 5 of an identical disc, but at different stages of being beat in, they'd all 5 fly differently. You know, they'd turn differently and whatever. So the cool thing is like a lot of it comes down to just knowing exactly how your discs fly.
Yeah.
And with disc golf, what I like about it is it's not like people that are really tall are going to beat you or people that are really athletic are going to beat you. It's more like a finesse and a skill thing. And like there are a lot of small people out there that can just bomb a disc golf. Disc, but like, there's big people that don't know how to throw and can't throw very far. So it's like, it's really entertaining to watch the tournaments. Yeah. Because it usually comes down to whoever can like play the course the way the course is supposed to be played.
It's very fun. Cool. And it's really family friendly. I mean, in terms of the actual skill needed to play, like it's I mean, Adam was having a blast. He's 2 years old, and he was out there just walking with us, taking his one disc,
throwing his disc around.
He knew, like, my disc is orange. The girls' discs are yellow. Like, I just have to have this orange one, and I'm going to throw it and just keep picking it up and throwing it. And it's like he's getting the fundamentals. He understands the basics, and he loves to hear the chains. Like, he loves to hear the disc hit the chains, and it's so cool to watch. But yeah, so it's like, you know, all the way from Adam to Lauren was doing awesome. She was throwing it. She would get it in the thing. Like, Lila was draining putts from 30 feet. And, you know, like, we were just having, it's so fun. And it's a great activity to get outside.
Yeah. And it's like, the best part is most of them are free.
Yeah.
Like,
so
the courses are usually in like parks or like places where it's like a public space.
Right. And it's a low barrier to entry. So you can get, like you were saying, you can
like
get
our
serious.
parents were playing. Like, my parents were out at 70.
Exactly.
Throwing discs around. And like,
so
they were
you
doing
can get, you know, obviously you can go from being on a pro tour, being a champion disc golf player, to like a 2-year-old just bopping around doing whatever. I mean, it spans, you know, and then
there's all kinds of different courses too. There's courses that are like way more challenging.
Yeah.
Like, so there's a course in my hometown. They put a course in, and the front 9. So it's set up just like golf. There's usually either 9 holes or 18. The front 9 is all short, and it's like very flat. And so, like, if you're a young kid or whatever, like, all the shots on the front 9, you know, you can pretty much get it in the basket within 3 or 4 throws.
Yeah.
And then on the back 9, they open it up, and, you know, you're throwing 400 or 500 feet, you know, to get to the basket, that's a good throw. That's a really good throw.
Actually, I forgot about the back 9. That is a really cool course. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, there's spots where, you know, there's all kinds of different things. You can throw it backhand, like you throw a normal Frisbee, and then you can throw it forehand. Yeah. Like ultimate Frisbee, people throw forehand a lot. Right. And you can do all kinds of like spike hyzers, and you can actually do rollers where you throw it a certain way and the disc will roll on the ground. So there's just so much different stuff that you can do.
Yeah.
And most of the courses are either set up for beginners or kind of like a mixture of both. Mm-hmm. But typically you can play it, you know, like in a way that makes it challenging.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
It is really fun. It's really, really fun. I really like it. And I hope this year we can get out and actually play more.
There's a course called the Beast. Do you remember going to that? We went to it one time, I think. It's where the big toboggan runs are at Kensington.
Oh, at Kensington, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a park outside the Detroit area called Kensington Metro Park. And they've got a big, like, pro-level disc golf course built in. And there are some just like crazy holes, like big giant hills and like through the woods and everything. And we went to play that, and it's a very challenging course.
Yeah. I remember the first hole, and I threw my stupid disc into the bushes, the weeds. And I was like, I'm done.
This might not be good.
We spent close to half an hour.
Yeah.
Just trying to find our discs. And then we looked at each other like, seriously, the first hole, we go into the woods and it's thick. I mean, it's thick in the summertime. Yeah. So it was hard to find.
All the grass was really tall.
And we were just like, really?
And we were like beginners. And we're like, we'll go play the Beast. That'll be fun. Everybody talks about the Beast.
That's a metaphor for our life.
Yeah. Like, so to put it in perspective, there's a guy named Paul Macbeth. I've been watching him on YouTube a little bit. I got that spring itch like a month ago, and I'm like, the weather's going to get nice. We can play some disc golf.
Yeah.
And there's a guy,
My hand is like awkwardly close to your hand.
Paul Macbeth. He used to be an Innova guy. He has since like recently switched over to Discraft. But I came across a YouTube video. I can't remember what year it was, but the tagline alone got me. And it said, Paul Macbeth, perfect round, 18 under par at the Beast.
18 under par?
18. He birdied every hole. What? Well, actually, he didn't birdie every hole. He actually, I
tasted the dishwasher.
Yeah. So his score at the end of the round was a perfect 18 under par.
That's insane. That course was nuts.
Yeah, they filmed it.
What?
So if you're curious about what disc golf is, and you're like, oh, you know, what should I go watch if I'm curious? Go to YouTube, go to Google, whatever. Type in Paul Macbeth, -18, The Beast, and just watch that. and you'll see what like actual disc golf at like the highest level is supposed to look like. It was insane.
Yeah.
Like the throws he was throwing, the very first hole.
Yeah.
You basically tee off from the top of a giant sledding hill.
Yeah.
And this dude threw a disc that I don't even know how far it went, but it went like all the way down the hill and then like another 100 yards out into the field. And it was like,
that's crazy.
How far did that guy just throw that disc? But it was very entertaining.
You know, it's very fun to watch, to like be with people who are good at disc golf. There was a guy at Michigan State, and like
Mitch?
I said, yeah, Mitch Winters.
Yep.
I think I'm still friends with him on Facebook. We were getting into disc golf. We were getting like fairly serious.
Yeah.
I think it was more of it. You pushed me more to go because I was just like, this is stupid, you know. And I was like, let's just go and have fun. Like we don't know where, but of course, whatever. You were like, come on, like try harder. And I was like, okay,
let's learn how to do this.
Let's actually do it. And I was like, wait, what? You can buy more than one disc? Like, what is this? And then we started to really get into it. And I was like, whoa. But he was out there, and I swear it was like we came home from North Carolina after going and playing, and we had bought a couple discs, and it was like our first couple times going out, and he saw us out there, I think. I remember seeing him before. We had like been
he was out there
him.
like every time we were out there.
And we didn't communicate, but he had seen us playing. We saw him playing, and I remember like somebody commented, and we were like, wow, he's like really good.
Yeah.
So we'd kind of watch him.
You can just tell.
Yeah.
When you see somebody throw a disc, it's like,
and he had a real disc golf bag, and he had like more than one disc. So it was like we were kind of watching him. We were like, oh, that's awesome. Like, you know, like we should just like creep on him and like see what he's doing to like get the disc to go so far. So whatever. And then a couple more times we went out, and he ended up talking to us, and he was like, hey, like,
do you remember that day though? Do you remember what happened?
No.
It was like the first day that the snow had all melted, and it was like just starting. It was super windy.
Okay.
And I was like, let's go out to Michigan State. Maybe they have the baskets in.
Yeah, I feel like.
And it was windy and kind of snowy, and there was like big puddles of water from all the snow melted.
Yeah.
And the only other person out there was that guy.
Really?
Yep. He was the only one out there. And we got out there, and he walked right over, and he's like, you want to play or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like crazy like that.
That makes sense.
He was just out there all the time.
Yeah, he was. And we finally ended up talking to him, and he was like, hey, you guys are like, you know, trying. You have like good discs. Like, do you want to like, you want to play around? And we were like, okay, cool. And he gave us a bunch of pointers, and it was really fun. But yeah, I remember he was a very influential person in our disc golf journey. And
super nice guy.
Super nice guy. He was very willing to help and to like be patient with us. And yeah, it was really cool. So like, that's the other thing too, is, you know, it's easy to like pass down knowledge and stuff.
Well, and once you start to figure it out, the funny part was, I remember the first time you threw like a drive.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd ever like watched us play, because like I think I threw, and then he threw, and then you threw, and I remember he looked at you like, what the hell was that? Like, that was good. Like, I don't think he expected you to throw as well as you did, and you just bombed a drive, and he looked at you, he was like,
you can throw? Yeah, I remember that too.
That was funny. I remember that.
Yeah, and
most of the girls that were out there were like just out to walk around or whatever. But
that was the first and only good drive I've ever had ever since then.
I think he was very, very impressed.
Yeah, it was with
your skill level.
It was really fun. It was that was a good.
What was the course in Grand Ledge? There was a course in Fitzgerald. So he used to play over there, and he was like, you guys should come over on the weekends or whatever. And for whatever reason, like once you get to a level where you know how to control your discs, it's fun because you can avoid all the water hazards.
Yeah.
Like, one of the biggest things with disc golf is that they do it near water. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can throw a lot of discs into a lake or into water. Yeah. And I remember the course in Grand Ledge, the Fitzgerald course, goes along like a creek and a river, and there's a lot of watery stuff. And the first time I went over there, it was like a Saturday morning, and like a lot of the regulars would go over there and play a like for money tournament or whatever it was. And I was like, yeah, we should go over there and play.
Yeah.
And I think we played like the first 2 holes, and then we got into this spot, and I remember the hole was like basically all water with a tee pad and like a green area. And I was like, nope. I was like, no, we're done. It's like, this is not for us today. But yeah, we should go back over there sometime.
I
forgot about that. That'd be fun.
Tour Day Michigan disc golf tour.
Yeah.
We at Michigan State, there was like this big area that was very low. It must have been like below the sea level or whatever, or below the water table.
Yeah.
I don't even know. It was in a point where the water would gather and it would get really flooded. But it would rain a ton one night.
Yep.
And we ended up going out. You convinced me. I remember we were sitting in the house.
Because I threw a disc in it.
Oh, did you? That's why we went back.
I had a blue Champion Beast driver, and I threw my Beast, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm good. I'm not going to throw it in there." And the wind caught it in my drive, and it went right dead center of the water.
How do you remember that?
Because that's why we went.
I can't remember any of that.
It was my favorite driver, and I lost it.
I remember the general reason why we were like. I remember going out there.
Yeah.
I did not remember those details. So so we went out, and you convinced me. You're like, it was like 10 o'clock at night.
It was in the middle of the night. Yeah.
It was like late. And I remember sitting there and you were like, hey, I think I'm going to go get my disc. Or I'm going to go like back and see if there's any more discs. And I was like, I was like, it's 10 o'clock. Like, what do you mean? And you were like, let's just go. I got this big flashlight. I'll get like my waders.
Well, I was afraid because
my shorts on.
I had seen people saying that they were waiting around. Yeah. And I'm like, if I don't go get my disc, somebody might grab my disc. Yeah, and I want that disc. It was deep in there too. And like at the time, it was like up over your knees.
When we were playing, it was either you didn't have shorts on or you didn't have shoes. You could like get wet or something. Yeah. So we went back out and I believe you took a flashlight and some type of object to like scoop the disc up or to scrape it.
I took my shoes off and I was feeling. Yeah. Because it was mostly grass.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. That's the whole point. It was flooded over like a dirt road.
Just grass and a dirt road.
Yeah.
So you could feel the smooth plastic when you'd step on it.
Creepy. You're brave.
I think we got like 10 discs out of it.
We got a lot of discs.
And I think only like 2 of them had a name on it.
Yeah. We always call. That's like the etiquette. If there's a name on it, you gotta call. You found one
yesterday.
I did.
And we did. Kayla. 280 something. We've got your destroyer.
Yeah, we have your disc.
But you didn't answer my text.
Oh, did you actually text her?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Nobody answered.
A 231?
Yeah, I tried a bunch of different.
We should reverse phone lookup.
I tried
to do that. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I tried. I couldn't find it.
We're determined. We'll find you. That's a good disc. But yeah, anyways, it was really fun. So if you have not gone out to play disc golf or even just frisbee, do it. It's free. It's a challenging game. Yeah. It's fun. You can take your friends. You can be pregnant. You can be with children. You can be without. You can be old. You can be young. It's so fun. Yeah. And you get outside. It's not just like, hey, let's go outside and randomly just go for a walk and stare at the trees. It's like, hey, let's actually challenge our brains and our bodies to like do something cool. Yeah. And seriously, discs are like $10 to $20 depending on what you get. Yeah. Dunham's has like a set you can buy for like $15. You get a bag and 3 discs, or like $20, and it's fun. It's
the amount of knowledge right now that you can go and just like if you type in like how to play disc golf or how to throw a disc golf disc, there's so many good videos on YouTube right now that explain it so well.
That works. Yeah.
There's a lot of information that you have to be aware of, like the wind direction and like, because if you throw into the wind, your disc is going to do something. And if the wind is behind you, it's going to do something else. So it's like, but people explain it so quickly. Yeah. Like if that stuff would have been available 10 years ago, we would have been way better off. But
I think you should make a video.
I am right now.
Explaining disc golf.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. There's a lot, but it's really not that hard, and it's fun.
Yeah, it is really fun.
If you like to golf, and like fair warning, don't go buck wild on the first time. My arm is sore, my bicep and my back is sore just because I go like balls to the wall when I throw. I throw it.
Yeah, my traps or my traps, right? My traps.
Yeah, my bicep is dying today.
So trap muscles, they go from like your shoulder all the way down to like your rib. Yeah, that's my trap. It's sore.
Yeah, if you like golf and you're not like afraid of like throwing out your arm because you never throw a frisbee, go to like Meyer and just pick up a disc. Get yourself a Mako. A Nova Mako.
A Mako.
Yeah, get a Mako or a Mako 3, and it flies straight. It's not hard to throw. You can learn it really quick, and then you could basically play a whole round with that one disc.
And a putter.
Yeah, get an AVR.
You can't go on with a putter.
Yeah.
You can always use a putter, even
Yeah.
if you up your game and like the drive.
If you're a disc golf person, get yourself a buzz. Get yourself a buzz, and you can go out and play like any course.
Where did my pink buzz go?
I don't know.
I just realized
I have a feeling.
Where's my
our girls?
That's the one I was missing.
Yeah, Lila and Lauren. Last summer, picked out. We had 2 disc golf bags and a big box of discs that we weren't playing with.
Oh, I bet it's in the box.
And I can't remember if I picked out a couple pink discs, just the pink ones.
Did you go through the boxes too, or just the bags?
Yeah, the boxes too.
Oh, dang it.
But they took out every single one of the pink discs, which were some of our best discs, and they threw them. And like I found one. It made me so sad. I found one. Lauren found one out in the tall grass. We were throwing discs around the other day, and she found one of my Innova TLs that was like really hot pink, like really easy to see, and it was like a perfect weight. And it had been sitting out there for probably a year, and it just totally got sun bleached. So whatever. I'm not mad about it. I'm not sad about it.
No,
not even a little bit. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, get yourself a buzz.
Yeah,
get yourself an Innova Rock, and just go out and have fun. Don't worry about being good. Just go out and just take a walk. Take your family.
Now I have to go find that buzz. That was my best disc.
It's a good disc.
Dang it.
It is a good one.
How did I not even remember that? I was just like, okay, I got my disc. That's gone. Or it's in a box somewhere. It's got to be.
No. I think I got all of them out. It's just gone. Who knows? Sad. It's probably sitting in like a pine tree outside. It's probably where it is.
I'll just get a new one.
Yeah.
A buzz. Those were like $17. Anyways.
I'm excited because I think the weather's about to get really nice.
Yes.
And yeah, I've got big plans. I've got big photography plans, and I'm going to play some disc golf.
You should enter. Everyone on the internet that's watching this video, challenge Matt. Like, put I in the comments. You should enter into a tournament.
Ooh.
You should practice. Like, get your sea legs. Yeah. Practice a little bit. Enter into a tournament, like just for fun.
The beginners level?
Yeah, whatever you feel comfortable with. Enter into it. Just see how you do. Challenge yourself a little bit.
I do all right.
You would.
I shot 200 par yesterday.
So true.
Disc golf is not like regular golf, though. It's easy to get birdies if you know what you're doing.
Okay, but is it easy to get hole-in-ones? Okay, so true to Matt fashion.
Sometimes it is.
True to Matt fashion. This MFer was out like messing around, just like, hey, you want to play this sport? It's called disc golf. And I was like, sure, let's try it. And he was like, well, we have to buy a couple of discs. So we went out and got them. Yeah. And like, I don't know, a third of the way into like the first season we've ever played disc golf, he goes up to the tee pad, takes his disc out, and he like, I don't even know how your brain works, but like you were explaining to me, okay, so the wind speed is this coming from this direction. Like this was literally before you let go of the disc and threw it.
Yeah.
You were like,
I knew exactly.
You were like, the wind speed is this, and it's coming from the north, northeast, southwest. And if I throw it at the fast number of speed rates, then it will go this way, and it will do this pattern. And like, oh, by the way, I have to throw it through these 2 trees. Yeah. And I was like, and there's water. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever, dude. There's some potheads behind us want to go, so hurry up. And he was just like, whoop, and it did the most beautiful
306 feet. Is how long the hole was.
It was just like the path that the disc is supposed to travel on. It did exactly what it was supposed to. And I'm not kidding. 306 feet later.
I remember that.
It was just like, ching.
Ching, right in the center of it.
No, I'm not high. Those are the people behind me.
That
like, did you just
out.
get that in the basket?
That
and
was
it was
so cool.
So far away. You could barely even see it. He did it twice. Or 3 times.
No, 2 times.
Twice.
I've gotten 2.
But there was like a third one where it went in and it like fell out, and
I've hit the top of the basket.
You didn't count it for some reason.
No, I hit the top of the basket.
Those are stoner rolls. If you hit the basket, it counts. Okay. Yeah. So all I'm saying.
The second one was funny though because the hole is like it was short. It wasn't. Yeah. It was only like.
Yeah. What was the second one?
200 feet, what something like that. Like 100. It was at Granger. And
did you tomahawk it?
No, I threw this. So you can either throw a disc like straight and flat, and it like kind of curves and does this, or you can throw it up on a big, what's called a hyzer. And the second ace that I got, I looked and I was looking in the trees and I saw a hole up in the trees, and I decided to throw a big hyzer like way up into the trees and have it come back in. And I remember I let that thing go, And I was listening and I was like, oh, it looks good. Like the angle looked perfect. I was like, oh, and I just stood there watching and I see this white disc come flying out of the trees and it just went ching right into the basket.
Were we with people or was that
just me and you?
It was just us.
That was cool. That was fun.
Oh my gosh. I can't. It blows my mind because it's just
cool.
like you learn a thing, you like get really, really good at the thing.
Go for it.
And then I just don't understand how your brain knew.
It's really not that hard. I have a mathematical brain.
Don't.
It's just physics.
I don't.
If you're into physics and like mathematical calculations, disc golf is going to be right up your alley.
Well, then no, it's so fun. We should make it a fun activity this summer to just be like, hey kids, you want to go play? They love it. I mean,
I can tell you just from
wonderful.
The first round playing with Lila this year, if we take her out and play and like if we get her the right disc for what she could do, she's like, she's 6 and she's
really cool.
Throwing it a long way already. If Lauren and Adam can even get close to that, we're going to have an all-star team.
We'll have
for
fun.
Sure.
There's a lot of really cool courses too in Michigan.
Yeah.
Lots of them. So,
well, isn't there a book? Didn't somebody come up with a book?
Disc Golf Michigan. Yeah.
Disc Golf Michigan.
We have it.
Yeah. And it like tells you all the disc golf courses.
There's probably
a lot more courses now.
Yeah. Remember that one time we tried to convince the person that was going to develop that huge thing in East Lansing to make a disc golf course instead of put a bunch of apartments there, that a disc golf course would literally bring in zero revenue and
put up like
the apartments would bring in millions of dollars. And he was like, yeah, no thanks. We're good. Just this person that owned this big property land.
Sure?
Like,
Are you sure?
You might want to. It's a pretty fun activity.
Are you sure?
You might want to do it.
You could do it.
This would be really fun.
Yeah.
Maybe you could put a disc golf course around your apartments.
There you go. Right through the parking lot.
Yeah. Just don't hit the cars and apartment buildings, OB, and just make sure you're careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good.
He didn't want to
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways,
I'm
moral of this podcast: do not BeanBoozle yourself.
Do not let me forget to throw the rest of this away.
Don't BeanBoozle it. Don't, Kristen. You're in trouble.
Yeah, we're gonna come back with a way to get you back for that.
I think if our kids would have gotten a hold of those, we would be cleaning up throw up right now.
In summary, they were way worse than I thought they were going to be.
I thought
they were so much worse. I thought we'd eat them and it'd be like, ha ha ha. No.
I'm going to look up the science.
No.
I want to see the live stream of those conference calls.
Could you imagine just pulling a prank and just walking up to somebody that you just with one of the disgusting ones and going, put this in your mouth and bite it. Put it in your mouth and bite it. And just seeing their reaction if they did it.
Like, I want to know the X-rated ones that they made that couldn't get on the market.
Yeah, what are the ones that didn't taste good enough?
Put it in the comments if you got any good ones, because I just had about 4 or 5 that I cannot say out loud because it's inappropriate. And I'm not gonna say it, but if you would like to entertain us and everybody else who sees this video, please put them in the comments.
What's your favorite, most disgusting flavor of jelly bean you've ever had? Okay, well, that wraps up episode number 26. We appreciate you.
26.
26? It is 26, right?
Yeah, I'm just joking, though, because we got sick. 26.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anyways. Yeah.
Anyway, if you haven't yet, this little beauty right here is our channel. Click that subscribe thing.
Punch it. Yeah, subscribe.
And
support us.
If you haven't seen the previous podcast, it's right here.
Oh, my gosh. You're getting fancy
And
with
if
it.
this is not the latest one, the next one's right there.
You're so bougie.
There you go.
All right. Have a great day. Don't BeanBoozle yourself.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, bye.
See ya.